powwows were outlawed in 1880. It was even outlawed in 1920s that you couldn't even be wearing an outfit, any powwow outfit, or you would end up in jail for 3 months. My name is Patricia Dater, and I'm a member of the Peepeekisis Cree Nation. And I've been asked to share a little bit about our band history. I just love this photo. This is, of course, people that are going into a powwow, and if you can look hard here, you'll see the old, their old cars in the background. Powwows were totally banished. But one of the things that Graham was finding out, who was our Indian agent, is that there was a tourism dollar. There was tourists that were interested in what was happening on reserves and wanted to see the Wild West. And so what he would do is he would encourage Indian people to make crafts, to make powwow outfits. And then he'd put them on the trains and they would go out to the Regina exhibition and have an Indian camp over there. And they would have teepees and they'd sell all kinds of trinkets and they'd put on powwows. We still have been practicing our traditions. I've been a dancer since I was a child. I gotta tell you, one of the things about my grandfather, he knew he was really proud of me being a powwow person. And I think this woman must have been related to him because that's the outfit he tried to give me when I was 13. And I said, Grandpa, that's around the 1700s. I'm not gonna use that. Not when I had a white felt dress. When we had celebrations, this was basically during Treaty Day. All during this time, our people are sneaking in the bush and they're having things like horse dances and they're having sweat lodges and they're having still their ceremonies, but carefully away from the Indian agents and anybody that would tell on them. So powwows, very close to the heart of our people. They are celebrations of happiness for us. Every one of our ceremonies have a purpose. Some of them give life. Some of them help you to be a good traveler. Some of them help you with hunting. But the powwow, it's also a ceremony, but it's a ceremony that brings happiness to our community. It's a celebration of families. It's a celebration of our children. Our people on Peepeekisis, who are still very much Cree people, and we still enjoy coming together as a community and hosting a powwow and having powwows out here.
So here on Peepeekisis, long ago they used to use this hill for many different things, and that's where the arbor sits today. Ball games. There was a powwow here back in the day. For the longest time, the powwow used to be up at Star Blankets, and then they kind of got flooded out and rained out, and about 16 years ago, our chief and council decided that they wanted to have it here. My name's Cliff Davis, and I'll be your knowledge keeper for this. We've had dancers on this reserve all through, right? You'll notice that there's different categories: women, jingle, old style, fancy, and shawl. And then the men, they have grass, chicken, traditional. If you take your time and watch each dancer, none of them dance the same. And when they're dancing, they tell a story. Most of the dancers come here for one reason or another. They dance for one reason or another. Most of it is a healing journey. You know, they dance for loved ones, they dance for their family, they dance for healing, even of themselves. It is a ceremony in itself. For us, we get to celebrate everybody coming here. The people that come here come from all over Turtle Island, and everybody has their own reason for coming. And sometimes, you know, it's their journey to come and dance and celebrate. For me, I guess the biggest part is we have the freedom to express, you know, and you know, watching the dancers express themselves when they're dancing is probably the most rewarding. As the weekend goes on, you're going to see everyone, right from little ones to the old ones out there. Some of the dancers that come here are 70, 80 years old. Some of the ones are just starting out. And this is a good place for them to come. It's drug, alcohol free. You meet so many people. Like every year that I'm here, my knowledge of people, knowledge of the way things are done, increases every year. You know, we never quit learning. And even the ones that come here and enjoy the circle, they're always learning too, even though they don't realize it.
Welcome to my nation, Peepeekisis Cree Nation. This is our 12th annual Pow Wow. It's one of the biggest traditional powwows in southern Saskatchewan. The theme is honoring our Mother Earth, which kind of brings me back to my trip I took just past June. I had the opportunity to go to France. We had 6 of our members actually go across seas back 80 years ago. We did a pipe ceremony on behalf of our 6 members that went. I know two fell when they landed. 4 came back. A few of them were wounded. We honored them by that pipe, and we had a lot. But not only them, but we honored all the Indian veterans. It's also 150 years of signing a Treaty 4. To me, there's a lot of broken treaties. We're living up to them, but the federal government ain't. Back in 2012, when Harper was Prime Minister, we stood our grounds. He was trying to force his policies down our throat. We're at good standing. We actually got invited into the 10-year grant system. When I got elected back in 06, we were co-management. Took us 2 years to get out of there. It wasn't because of me, it was because of the team that was elected with me and the team that was still there, including our staff. And now we are financially stable. Our nation is thriving right now. We belong to the Western Chiefs. There's 3 other nations that belong to that with Peepeekisis. They invited us to Peepeekisis because they were impressed with the economics that we're pushing forward. We bought the Moose Jaw Mineral Spa 2 years ago. We own half the building that the Casino Moose Jaw is housed in. And there's a series of meetings coming up is to actually acquire Moose Jaw Casino for our nation. We own a warehouse in Regina, 1220 Scarf Street. It's being renovated to be an urban office. We have this beautiful building behind me, employing 20 people. And we also have a dispensary down the road that also employs 6 people. To me, being a treaty Indian is being sovereign. And that's my goal, is to get this nation, my nation, to be sovereign and independent. I welcome everybody to our powwow. I hope they all have a good time. Hi.
Committee. Come line up here behind Aaron Moe. Come show yourself to Aaron Moe so he can tell you where to go. You ready? All right. Free spirit. 1 push-up and then we'll go ahead, T. Johnson. Hookah. And especially as we honor these crooked sticks that we call Eagles Flag. Oh, God. Thank you, Cree Spirit.
It's a ceremony, a dance from the old ones passed on to us. The healing of the song and dance, the heartbeat of the drum, the heartbeat of the people, that drum, as you can hear, is the same as your heartbeat. So from Mother Earth, our earth, comes that drum beat that will help the people in the crowds. And as you see, many gather, it brings the people. It brings the singers, it brings the dancers, it brings the spectators, it brings people from all over to come and take part in that ceremony. Under Creator, we are all the same. We are all the same, just different voices. But one thing we do have in common is the drum. No matter what nationality you are, no matter white, yellow, black, red, we all have the drum. And that's a common heartbeat of the world of Creator. We have a song for everything. We have a song for the season. We recognize 13 moons in our way. Songs that go with these dances. Songs that lift your heart and heal you. Everybody is welcome here. Battle Hills is 4 nations, but we all are related. We're all family. It's not a competition to any other nation. It makes us feel good with our ceremony, our traditional powwow, our ceremony, by having more here and having the drums, having the dancers, the visitors. It makes us feel good by being good hosts, a host to treat you well, to make you feel comfortable this year in the celebration. Our theme is to honor Mother Earth, protect Mother Earth. When I sit back in the powwow and I watch her and I watch these songs, I listen to the songs, I watch this dancing, whatever style of dance it is, whether it's the little ones or the old ones, it makes me feel good in my heart. It makes me happy to be there. It makes me proud of who I am, my identity, being Peepeekisis Cree Nation. And we are resilient. We will be here for our children, our grandchildren, and those yet to come as Peepeekisis Cree Nation. Hi, hi.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cree Spirit anytime. You're ready. Drum song session number 2. Ricky Bob Boy song. Thank you very much there, Cree Spirit, and us.
So it's one of my earliest memories. My mushum reading me my bedtime story. He wasn't reading me, he was telling me a story. And so every night before bed, my mushum would tell me these stories, and every night they were different. And so I kind of, grew up waiting for my story and waiting for a new story to be told. My name is Brittany Poitras. I'm from Peepeekisis Cree Nation. I grew up here a bit for my childhood. I lived with my cookum and my mushum just over there, over there. If you look through the powwow, there's hundreds of different people and they all have their own stories, and we all come together here for Peepeek's story. Peepeek has a rich history of just very interesting people and interesting stories. I know the first time that I stepped into the powwow circle as a dancer, I was emotional. Like I couldn't fight back my tears walking into Grand Entry. I was crying the whole time, and it just felt so beautiful. Like I'm tearing up even now, I'm just thinking of it. But it was a beautiful moment, and I was actually here at Peepeekisis is when I got to dance in my first powwow, and it's just like, it's an undescribable feeling. It's beautiful, honestly.
Played for the University of Regina Cougars golf team. Another outstanding.
There's so much history here in Peepeekisis, and it's just every time we have our powwow, we all come together for that. And I think it's just so special to be from Peepeekisis and to share that history. Well, I have my own podcast where I'm able to highlight some of the stories from around Saskatchewan, and that's called Future Sport, put on by FSIN, MNS, and Sask Sport. Grew up not really considering it as a profession or career, and then it kind of got rewoken in me, and I was like, yeah, this is what I love to do. I've always loved to tell stories, listen to stories, and share people's stories as well. Definitely inspiring when you see somebody from your nation on TV. Nelson Bird, yeah, I really wanted to work under him over at CTV, but I heard he's coming to my university, so I'm gonna get that one-on-one interaction hopefully with him as an instructor of mine. And just grew up knowing that Nelson was sort of the storyteller around here, and so now I'm sort of following a similar path to him. And also have Connie Walker, who's from the reserve next door. And obviously she's a Pulitzer Prize winner, Peabody winner, just doing amazing things. So having those role models show me that you could win a Pulitzer Prize, or you could win a Peabody Award. And you could be maybe named one of the Times most influential people, because these people from my community had shown me that you could do it.
The storytelling aspect comes directly from my dad, my grandfather, and my mom too. She was an educator out here. And I think the whole storytelling is part of who we are as First Nations people, whether it's on Peepeekisis or any other community. And it's so important. It was so important to me that when I did become a journalist, that thought in my brain was always still the stories. What we're going to tell, how we're going to tell them, and who we're going to tell them to. I'm Nelson Bird. I am a member of Peepeekisis Cree Nation. I was born in Balcarres in 1965, but raised on the reserve till I was basically a teenager and moved to the city. So this has always been home to me. Storytelling is in my blood. My grandfather and my dad, I come from a line of storytellers and musicians. My dad always told stories to us growing up. His dad was always a storyteller to him. So this oral tradition has been very, very vital in our house. When I have this opportunity now to be in a room, whether it's on television, whether it's in a room full of people, and to share the stories, I'll take every opportunity to do so, because that's how we learn. That's how we get the information, and that's so important to me still today. And to be part of the community for the powwow, to come to the pipe ceremonies, and to shake hands and hug so many of my friends and relatives that I haven't seen for a long time, it really is truly a homecoming. It is just a great place to be.
So my friends, my relatives, let's get ready to Pow Wow at Peepeekisis. Ho ho!
All right, thank you very much. We acknowledge our Eagle staff. We acknowledge our flag. We acknowledge our leadership. We acknowledge our royalty. And we acknowledge our visitors. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, we acknowledge our veterans who were there for us, who answered the call, who stepped up.
Young man married into our community here. Lehman and I, Samoans in our celebration, many years have been a part of our community. And one day in 2014, they approached our chief and council of the day, and they wanted to share a dream that they had and a dream that they thought Peepeekisis should be a part of. That dream was bringing the bison back to our land, back to our Treaty 4 territory of Peepeekisis. Kind of unbelievable that someone would offer you buffalo, bison to bring to your community. You're going to bring them here, and we're going to take care of them, and we're going to raise them. So after 5 years, we would move that part of our herd to another nation. Late 2014, the 20 cows arrived. Our people, our Samoan brothers, we built a big fence. We brought the buffalo as we prayed that morning before. We had that ceremony, we had our pipe, we had our feast. We brought the buffalo, we had our drum. We sang the songs of old, the old ones of the File Hill Peepeekisis, a very strong animal. We paid it forward. We went to Zagame, Snavik, Sakame. We took 23 over there. We give them one extra. We feed our people. We harvest regularly. We share the robes. We share the skulls, the hearts, to the people that require them for ceremony. We feed our people. But we use our buffalo for food sovereignty. Sovereignty for our people. Tomorrow if something happens, our people will eat. They'll take care of us as now we take care of them.
on in, tiny tots, all tiny tots, boys and girls, 6 and under. I know how to get them in here. Tiny tots, there's candy over here. Let's give our tiny tots a big round of applause. Cree spirit.